Yo, what's up? Here's a review for The Boys, episode 8, and this is season 3. There will be spoilers. So, this episode is called The Instant White Hot Wild. Now, for me, man, this episode did a lot of the things that I was really waiting for The Boys to do in their season finale, and they gave me a lot of really good things. Now, the episode started off a little bit slow because it was kind of building up to the action packed finale that we got at the end, but I do like some things that they started off with, especially Homelander's interactions with Black Noir and how he's telling him like, "Yo, I know that you're hiding something from me, and that it is that you knew who my father was in Soldier Boy." And I really enjoyed that aspect of that. And then him killing off Black Noir. Now, I would say that the death of Black Noir is really sad because I would have loved to have gotten more from that character throughout this 3 seasons that did more than we got him being kind of the in the background character. But I will say that, his death really felt like it meant something. Then him going out with all the cartoon characters behind him was really, really dope. Then Homelander going and talking to the Deep and A-Train and kind of just shitting on them about, you're not really here for me, you're pansies and stuff like that, and showing them that, look what I did. That was really, really good. And then him kind of staring down the whole room and making Homegirl take her hair off. Oh my god, that is so good. Homelander was great in this episode, and especially great when you got to him interacting with his son and basically tricking his son into like, coming with me. He was playing the role of like, nobody else is being here for you. Butcher's not doing all that stuff. So, I'm going to be that shoulder that you can lean on. I'm that father figure that you need right now. And I loved Homelander doing that because, that's the kind of vindictive, like a-hole that he is. But he's also being the person right now that kid needs, even though he is an evil person. I really enjoyed that. I also really enjoyed what we got with Soldier Boy in this episode, them pushing a little bit more into his backstory of, his connection with his dad and how like he doesn't want to be like his dad. He wanted to be a father that somebody could look up to, and that when he did have a son, he didn't want that to happen. And why he's so sad that I'm not Soldier Boy, but Homelander got to grow up without a father. He wanted to be that for Homelander. And then you got to hear the story of his dad and stuff like that, and how part of the reason why Soldier Boy took the Vought medicine was that Devat, whatever you want to call it, was that he wanted to be the hero. He wanted to prove himself to his father, and his father basically shunned him for it, called him weak for it. So I really enjoyed that. And then you got Billy Butcher trying to trick Soldier Boy into thinking like, that's not your son. It's just a baby born in a test tube. And Soldier Boy kind of not taking it that he's realizing that's his son and everything. So I really enjoyed that. Then you got Billy, going further into that and trying to get his way into getting Soldier Boy to kill Homelander. So that was really good. I really enjoyed all of that. I even enjoyed Billy knocking Huey's ass out and making him stay back home, and Huey having to call everybody else. That was really, really good as well. Something else that was a real big bright spot of this episode was Queen Maeve too. Her getting out of the Vought situation and basically killing everybody and escaping, and then joining the team up, and it all leading to this one big giant fight that they all have in the Vought building, which I thought was a really, really good fight. It made sense, everything that was going on. You have Soldier Boy telling what's his name, Homelander, that you're basically weak, dude. You're not the kid that I wanted you to be. You're not the superhero you think you are. You're weak. You're a pansy and all that stuff. And I really enjoyed that. It played up and gave enough reason as to why Soldier Boy would not like Homelander. While even though it's your son, you would still feel like, this isn't the boy I wanted to turn out to be. This isn't what I would love, especially from a dude who's born long ago, and he sees a son in what this kind of weakling that Homelander is, as far as Homelander is an emotional person. I really enjoyed that aspect of everything. And then you got the fight going down. I thought there was some really good stuff here, especially where Billy the Butcher is trying to get Soldier Boy to kill Homelander but not kill his son, and that was really good. The reasoning for it was really nice. I love Starlight in this fight and everything. You got Frenchie and Kimiko trying to get the gas. I love her fighting everybody. I didn't love her choice of music to put on the fight, but I still thought it was a pretty good piece as well. And then Mother's Milk joining the fight and stuff like that. All the whole fight scene I thought was really, really dope. Starlight did a really good job. I actually liked Huey's inclusion in the fight and how he's helping from the little base and giving Starlight the little power up. That was really, really dope. And then it all ends with basically like Homelander getting beat the shit out of by Queen Maeve, while she's been beat up by Homelander too by getting her eye stuck in and stuff like that, and his getting a thing going through his ear and stuff. That was really, really dope and gruesome. But you got Soldier Boy who's getting ready to blow himself up. Billy's trying to protect the little boy, and Queen May decides, you know what, F it. She throws Soldier Boy out. She flies with Soldier Boy out the window, and they all explode together. I really enjoyed that ending. I really enjoyed Billy Butcher fainting at that point, and thought that, this was a really, really good fight, and it ended really, really nicely. Now, thing that I didn't enjoy was seeing Queen Maeve and Soldier Boy still alive at the end. I thought that was a really good sacrifice for Queen Maeve, and a really good way to kind of take her out of the season and out of this show, and to find out that she's still alive. I did not really love even Soldier Boy, who Jason Eccles in this show has been really, really great. He's been great as this character. It just, great in his acting role, but I didn't love that they both were alive. I think that there needed to be some consequences in this show, and there needed to be some people who died off. I like Black Noir dying off, even though I wanted more of this character, but Queen Maeve should have went in this episode, and I'm kind of sad that they didn't do that. They kind of ended it with just that she's going to go somewhere with her girlfriend, and that's going to be that. And then you also had Soldier Boy, who's been taken in by the government, and he's being hidden away. So I don't have a problem with getting more Soldier Boy down the road maybe one day, but I do think that both of them should have went. Homelander now has his son, and he somebody in the crowd of people who are protesting both in for or against Soldier Boy were in there yelling and stuff, and you got one that's against Soldier Boy throws something at Soldier Boy's son, not Soldier Boy, Homelander's son, and Homelander just takes that as offense and blows the guy head off with the lasers. And you got the stepfather of Mother Milk daughter, he starts yelling for Soldier Boy and cheering him on. I really, really enjoyed that. Just, it left you with a good sense of how dickish Soldier Boy, I keep saying the name of Homelander is, and I really, really enjoyed that ending. And then not Mother's Milk, but we can talk about Mother's Milk. Yeah, then Mother's Milk and how he's dealing with everything, and that, he has to tell his daughter everything that's going on. He kind of just unleashes all his emotions on his daughter. Not unleashes, but, just reveals what's happening to his daughter and how everything is going. And, talks about his grandfather and how he's a hero and stuff like that. And, how these superheroes broke him up emotionally and stuff. So yeah, I really enjoyed that. Mother's Milk throughout this whole season has been really, really dope, and how they've been portraying his character. I love that a lot. And then in the episode, you got Starlight throwing away her uniform and joining the boys, with Billy the Butcher figuring out that he only has several months to live, and him accepting it. And then they all find out that next season is going to be them against the senator chick whose name was Victoria, and them having to go and find her because she's now joining Bryan Singer to try to become vice president. So I really, really enjoyed a lot of what they did in this episode. I thought this season altogether was really, really good. And yeah, man, The Boys season 3 was really, really fire. So as far as this episode grade goes, I think a 4 out of 5 for this episode. There started some little slow parts. There were some things about the episode that I didn't love, and some of the deaths and stuff like that, but I still go 4 out of 5. And as a season as a whole, 4.5 out of 5 stars. This was a really, really good season. Not perfect, but it was a really, really good season of The Boys, and probably my favorite season so far. Yeah. So that's my review of The Boys season 3 and episode 8. I'm out of here. Peace.